And now, live in studio, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. He's a successful entrepreneur, published author, top listing agent, a real estate and finance expert that goes to bat for you every day as a consumer advocate. Your host and the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes.
Yes, here we are again another day committed to being a consumer advocate. It's all about helping you understand your buying decisions, making you just a bit more street smart here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. I'm your host, Brandon Rhymes, and I'm the owner of the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty, helping you win in your real estate deals, buying, selling, or investing. Of course, we would love to talk to you. Now, save our hotline number in your phone at some point. You may need it, 813-670-7372. You can call or text that line with any questions you may have, any introductions that you'd like to have us make introductions to our expert contributors, over 50-plus show partners here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. And it's all about education. It's all about helping you win and a little bit of entertainment in there as well. And let's make our introductions. In studio right here, we've got LIma in the house, Blackbelt Fitness. Welcome in, sir.
Yes, sir. Pleasure to be here. Always fun.
Yeah, man. Good stuff. What are we going to talk about today, Alex?
We're going to talk about how the times have affected like actual in-house training, and myself, like most of probably trainers all around the planet right now, have now transitioned over to doing online training, which is a very exciting new venture in the world of fitness and health. So.
That's right, online training, and we're going to talk a little about your new beard influencer. He's an influencer in the beard space now, so that's cool.
Beard game's on fire, so
awesome. The beard game, yeah. And Fred DeFelice in studio right here as well. Fred, welcome back.
Always great to be here. Absolutely.
Waterscience.us. Yep. What are we going to talk about with water science today?
Well, today we're taking very seriously the problems that we're experiencing and trying to keep everybody healthy. So rather than coming to the people's homes to do evaluations, we're just doing all this right over the phone. So we made it very simple.
Awesome. Fred DeFelice in the house as well. And we're going to go to our Zoom. We've got Michael Riker back on the show as well, head of enterprise sales, Oggvo. Welcome back, sir.
Hey, thanks for having me again on, Brandon.
Hey, my pleasure. Give our listeners and viewers out there just an update again about who you are, what your company does, and how you're helping a lot of folks in the real estate marketing space and other spaces as well.
Yeah, exactly. So again, my name's Michael Riker with Oggvo, the head of enterprise sales. We offer a streamlined review management system to be able to automate the process of asking, guiding, and reminding your clients to leave you reviews. We also help you with optimizing your business pages to be able to be found organically online, turning your reviews into new referrals.
Yeah, absolutely. That's such an important part of any business. The more that you can, leverage your previous client base and talk to them and engage with them. And especially right now, it's a great time to, kind of get your arms around them and say, hey, we're here. Or is there anything we can do to help you? Any introductions you need? So let's dive deeper in there. So I hear you might have some new features as well.
Yeah, over this time when things have kind of been, throwing some curveballs with the market, we've really been working hard to produce some new features to help our clients communicate efficiently with their clients about important market updates that are happening right now in the industry, whether these are clients that you've already worked with, referral partners that you've been working with, also with, prospects that have been in your pipeline. They need to be able to know the true, honest, new information that's going out. So one of the new features that we just added to help with that is social posting. So you can provide market updates to all of your following through all of your different social media channels with the click of one button. So this brings more efficiency into you being able to streamline that process to push those updates out there. Another big feature that we just added into our software is interaction notifications. During this time, it's very easy for your pipeline and client base to forget about you because they have other things that are on their mind with their family and their friends. So this is a great way to be able to keep yourself back top of mind, reminding them that you're still there thinking about them with automation of interaction notifications for birthdays, anniversaries of purchases, refinancing. That way you're always still in the top of the mind of your clients that you've been working with.
Yeah, top of mind presence. That's key in any business, and especially real estate and the mortgage and the whole title business. That's there definitely. Top of mind is what you want to be. And I was listening to a podcast this past week, and it mentioned that with so much uncertainty, and a lot of the business owners out there, independent contractors, they're falling into that fear mentality, that scarcity mentality, and they're pooling their ad budgets. They're pooling their online digital marketing budgets. So the net effect of that is that the cost of ads, and I think it was specifically talking about Facebook ads, are down 43% right now. So Facebook, the number one marketing platform in the planet of Earth, is on sale right now, Michael.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's one of the key things to keep in mind right now is, when the market starts slowing down a little bit or the pipelines start drying up a little bit, the natural reaction to do is to pull back and try to put everything on pause, when really that's one of the biggest mistakes that you can make in your business. Because at the end of the day, right now, people are still buying homes. They're still looking to sell their homes. It's contracted a little bit. So during this time, what you need to make sure that you are doing is not putting everything on pause. This is the time when you need to expand so that you rise to the top for these searches. So the thing that I always have been talking to my clients about right now during this time is people are still buying or selling. The thing you have to ask yourself as a business owner, do you want them to find you, or do you want them to find one of your competitors? Because they are still closing deals right now in this market. So that's where we can come in with being able to focus on your digital presence, using this time to hit those social media channels. Facebook and Google are the two biggest spots right now where you can organically grow your business and drive new potential clients into you.
Yeah, and on that same talking point is that, when you are looking to build a business and you're looking to build a presence right now, it's a good time to build your audience. So you build your audience right now. You go for those types of ads that are going to be more of a brand awareness, more of building your audience, trying to get opt-ins. Not necessarily a good time to go for the actual sale and revenue generation per se, with so many people still on the fence about spending money. What do you think on that front, Michael?
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. So that's the one thing that, the other thing I've been talking with business agents with right now is they'll tell me, well, people aren't buying or selling a home right now. So they want to put everything on pause. So what you need to be able to focus on is what you just said, building that brand awareness, having your clients tell stories about the awesome experience that they've had working with you, building up that brand and that following, filling that pipeline. Because whether it's 60 days, 90 days, 120 days, at some point there's going to be a surplus of consumers coming back into the marketplace. And when that happens, if you wait until that surplus is coming back into the marketplace, then you'll already be another 60, 90 to 100 days behind the curve. So now is the time to be able to build that awareness, build that pipeline, get out in front of it. So when the consumers are rushing back to the marketplace, you're the one that they're thinking about for buying or selling their next home.
That's right. Yeah. And then what's going to happen is exponentially your business is going to grow, because a lot of the people that were marginal players anyways, in real estate, if you're doing less than 20 deals a year, you're not considered a top agent or a top producer. So when you look at those marginal players that are barely getting by before COVID, now a lot of those are going to be forced back into other industries, doing other things. So if you position yourself properly and you spend your money on these types of activities that we were mentioning, and we would highly recommend you talk to Oggvo, Oggvo.com, Oggvo, Michael Riker. We're talking with Michael Riker here. He's the head of enterprise sales for Oggvo, and it's going to help you, utilize one of your number one assets that you have in business is a former client base, a happy client base, and getting those online reviews, ways that you can optimize your online. So build that audience, and then when you come back, now you're going to be in a position where you've got more pent-up demand. Mortgage rates are still low, especially specifically to the real estate industry, Michael. So there's going to be a perfect storm of opportunity here coming up.
Yeah, I agree with you on that 100%. A lot of the lenders have restricted some of the different things that they've had in place with raising credit scores and, with the reserves. So that's put a lot of people kind of on hold with some of those things, and that will weed out some of the bottom feeders, essentially, like you were just mentioning, selling less than 20. What that will bring, though, is more opportunities for you as that agent in the future. If you take the correct steps now, you're going to be able to come out of this situation on top, and you'll be thriving at the end of the day and finish the year strong.
Right. So I want to ask you specifically about Oggvo. What are some of the best features that you offer? What are some realtors looking for that you could be a direct solution for?
The biggest thing right now is searches are still happening online. The most effective way to be found online right now, when I start that initial search on Google, is a Google business page. So think about the specific types of searches that you would like a potential client, whether they're looking to buy a home or sell their home, find you for, whether that's a listing agent in a specific area or the buyer's agent in a specific area. So if you're documenting and getting the feedback from your clients about the amazing experience that they've had with that, being able to socially share the reviews to that Google business page, it will help with bringing up your organic authority, and you can rank online without actually paying Google for an ad spot and drive them directly to you through organic walk-ins, phone calls, organic traffic directly right to your website.
Yeah, absolutely. That's great points right there. Michael Riker from Oggvo. More from Michael coming up later in our lightning round. And when we come back, we're going to have our expert contributors here in studio. Fred DeFelice, waterscience.us, Alex LIma, Black Belt Fitness and Martial Arts here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Plus, we have a feel-good story of the day out of Vegas. They met in Vegas. A woman marries the man who saved her life during Las Vegas shooting in our feel-good story of the day. And follow us online at Brandon Rhymes 1 on Instagram and Twitter, the Consumer Quarterback Show page on Facebook, Brandon Rhymes PA on Facebook. We would love to connect with you there. We'll be right back after the short timeout. Don't go anywhere.
All right, this week we're going to talk about something exciting as usual.
We always have something exciting.
Yes, we do.
At least it's exciting to us.
But this is a question that comes up.
TV, hey, it is Friday night. We're not here. Yes, we pre-recorded once again because WeBeam TV is working over in Tampa with D'Angelo Star.
The 62 Who Knew. I almost said Professional Mortgage Alliance, Joe's Bar and Grill, but actually it's our 39th week. 62 Who Knew.
We're at the wonderful steampunk event at the Verizon Event Center here in 2019. I think it's still August, right? Yeah. Woo! Can't remember. Ask to me about
Yes.
To be able to help businesses to do that part of it. But it's just been a couple of years.
Well, and I've taken the business card files from our business cards and made
entrepreneurs and professionals of Tampa Bay. Welcome to your hour for getting the information, the tools, and the connections for
Battles on Radio Influence.
Or you say left hand white, and then they catch the left hand white. What it does, it helps you quick with hand-eye coordination. Yeah.
Well, that's kind
as your super connector. We want to introduce you to our 50-plus show partners. We got over 80 categories of expert contributor advice here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, and we want to
That's where we disagree, but that's okay.
I said nonviolent.
That's okay.
Because, we're one of the only states that don't give them back the right. Got Jamie Limbaugh. He is from the Next Step Image. I love that image because you were telling me earlier.
For the type of republic we actually are is actually very correct. Yet politicians and regular people use these words interchangeably, even though technically they are very different.
If you're an overdoer, overachiever, people pleaser, we tend to neglect ourselves. Mm-hmm. And even as Sisters Connected here, with Women Unscripted, I know
And we're back. Brandon Rhymes here, your host of the Consumer Quarterback Show, powered by the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty. Yes, we're still hiring for many positions at our company, so we'd love to talk to you. Of course, realtors looking to join a team that has a lot of foresight. We're going to help you future-proof your business, help you grow your business through a lot of the technologies afforded to us through the Keller Williams platform, technology, education, training. We would love to talk to you as well. And buying, selling, or investing, reach out to our hotline, 813-670-7372, 670-7372. Call or text any questions you have. We'd love to talk to you. This segment is brought to you by the Golf Cart Depot. Big shout out to our friends at Golf Cart Depot, and they will bring the golf cart to you. So if you're at home and you're saying, hey, I'm thinking about possibly buying a golf cart, they'll bring it on out to you. Golf Cart Depot of Tampa Bay. Reach out to them. Let them know that the Real Estate Quarterback sent you. They've got a Lando Lakes location. They've got a Clearwater location, and they also have Icon electric vehicles available, Clearwater and Lando Lakes. Reach out to Marty. He's the owner. Tell him that the Real Estate Quarterback sent you and take him up on those special offers. I've got my beautiful Keller Williams red golf cart, and I have the wraps now on it as well, compliments of Bob Burmaster over at Image 360. So I've got it wrapped. It's looking nice, looking tight. Got the phone numbers on there as well, the branding. So reach out to Marty and his team, Golf Cart Depot. Let them know that the Real Estate Quarterback sent you. All right, a couple of hot listings here. I've got a property I just listed here in Tampa Bay at 520 George Street, Tarpon Springs. 520 George Street South in Tarpon Springs. This is a waterfront. We're waiting on the professional photography to come in so we can show you those drone shots. But this is on a 2,500-acre lake, Lake Tarpon, right here in Tampa Bay. 520 George Street South. Tarpon Springs has a separate mother-in-law suite, and it's listed below $499,000. Great opportunity here in Tampa Bay, as well as 422 Wildwood Way in BELLEAIR. This is a gorgeous property, renovated. Owner put $130,000 of upgrades in the inside, as well as the outside landscaping. Check out 422 Wildwood Way in BELLEAIR, and you're close to all types of great golfing, water, and more. Check out all of our listings at PlatinumMVPTeam.com. That's PlatinumMVPTeam.com. Let's jump right back into it. So we've got LIma in the house, Black Belt Fitness and Martial Arts, and we were working together doing some training, and now the whole COVID-19 came into play, and a lot of people are working out of their home offices, getting the burpees in, the push-ups, the sit-ups, the crunches, but now a lot of online training. So you're taking your business model and going more digital online training.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've had no choice but to adapt and overcome, because what are we going to do? It's just it's the time. So I always had a vision of being able to do digital training and be able to train someone that's, let's say, in Germany, that can't just come over and work with me even though they want to. Now I've just had to kind of propel that and make that happen a lot sooner. But so far it's working out. We've done about 2 weeks of the online training sessions now. I'm doing them Mondays and Wednesday nights. At 6:30 p.m. Eastern time, live workouts with me, and then I'm also available for private sessions, and they can consist of kickboxing, jiu-jitsu, fitness, pretty much everything that I offer typically in-house to my clients.
Yeah, so how does that actually look and feel? So somebody setting up like a connection, a computer, a laptop, setting it up where they can see you, you can see them, and you're kind of coaching them through the different exercises, the maneuvers to do?
100%. That's actually kind of a behind-the-scenes shot of me prepping to do one of the videos that I just filmed. I believe that was a week ago when we did that one. And so the group classes are different. It's kind of like almost if you bought an instructional DVD from me. It's all my equipment is high quality, so everything's coming in 1080p. The sound is excellent. The only thing we're missing is you being able to smell the sweat coming off me while we're doing the training.
Yeah.
But it's good stuff.
Yeah, it's awesome. Luckily we have a Peloton at the house, and I've got punching bags and mats and some dumbbells. So, it's amazing what you can do when you get, creative and you just get it done. You get it done at home. You got the home workout facility. A lot of people are looking for that, that opportunity to be active. And what are some of the best tips that you might have then, Alex, for people that are maybe stuck at home and they're thinking, man, I wish I could go to the gym. I'm kind of here. What can they do with limited resources?
Well, train with me. I'm only charging $35 a month for the monthly training, and that gives you Mondays and Wednesdays a live hour-and-a-half workout. And the way that I do the workouts is very similar to the format like when I'm doing my in-house classes. But what I do now is I throw in modifications. So I say, hey, if you have some weights at home, I want you to do this. If you don't have the weights, don't worry about it. You can do this. So we find ways to modify. All you really need in order to be able to train is a computer screen right now and to clear a little area. Move the coffee table over, get yourself a little bit of room, and you can get a sweat on for sure. You can stay active. The problem is people don't typically understand that, and they don't have that level of creativity. So what's happening is a lot of people are becoming stagnant, and they're gaining weight, they're getting depressed. People are canceling their gym memberships, because obviously this is trying times for us right now. We don't know when things are essentially going to get back to normal. But you can adapt and overcome. We need these things. We need our health and fitness. We need to be able to train. We need to be able to have an outlet for the stress and all the craziness that's going on right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And mixed martial arts, it has the self-defense piece there. That's a big part of it. I love, the ability to be able to defend yourself today, especially, when you never know and the criminals are getting smarter, or criminals are doing things that people don't know about. It's not necessarily on, the cable news. You don't find it there. And, we've talked about how we've had Thomas King on the show for, a longtime friend of the program. He actually introduced us.
Good friend.
And, a lot of times, when these criminals are doing things, they're doing home invasions, it doesn't make the news, but you're able to teach people how to personally, hand-to-hand, if it comes down to hand-to-hand combat, defend yourself.
Absolutely. And I think a misconception that people might get when I'm saying that we do online training is they think it's going to be like a cardio kickboxing class or something like that. You are getting a sweat on, and there is a cardiovascular and strength training element to what we're doing, but you're learning high level martial arts. Like, this is real martial arts. I don't train anything or teach anything that doesn't work in an actual self-defense or combat sport situation. So that's the difference between training with somebody like me and then going to train with, I don't know, Miss Tina at your local, commercial gym.
Right. Yeah. So we're talking with Alex LIma, Black Belt Fitness, and at Blackbelt _ Jiu-Jitsu there. Jitsu, that is. You got a new deal set up with, as an influencer as well, with the beardstruggle. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, man. So I got recognized for not only my training and mixed martial arts abilities, but also for my beard game. A company reached out to me and gave me an opportunity to send in an application and essentially try out for them. They took my information, they checked out my social media, they liked what they saw, and then now I'm teamed up. I'm a brand ambassador for the beardstruggle. So it's an excellent company. They make it's a high an upscale line of men's grooming products, specifically in the beard industry right now. And a portion of all the proceeds from the sales go over towards fighting cancer. So it's a win-win situation. I don't back any company or any people that I don't gel with, that I don't believe in the product and what it is they do. And so far, I'm loving my relationship with the beardstruggle.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. I love that. I love the ability that entrepreneurs have. You build a following, you build based on a passion. It all starts with that passion. It starts with the why. And then you build the following, you build the gym, you build the relationship with your clients, and you grow that and you nurture that over the years. And now it's paying off with the beardstruggle. So that's pretty cool. And we were talking a little bit before the show. I was mentioning how I finally looked at that Ronda Rousey documentary, In Her Father's Eyes, something along those lines. But interesting when you look at Dana White, president UFC, at one point saying, they jokingly asked him, I can't remember if it was TMZ or something, they said, will we ever see women in UFC? He said, never. And then he had to eat those words 2 years later. Have you seen that or looked into that at all?
Oh, yeah. I remember when that was taking place in the mixed martial arts world. He essentially said, no, I'll never have women competing in mixed martial arts. They just didn't think it was a sell at the time. But in our lifetime, and every generation has, there are some people that just have such a light to them, such star power, that they kick in the door. And that's what Ronda Rousey did. You can't deny her presence and her power when she walks into a room and when she would step into a cage to fight somebody. Interestingly enough, a little side note, Ronda Rousey, before she was a mixed martial arts champion, she was a judo champion.
Yeah.
One of her training partners, and actually sometimes a coach of hers, is Dr. Roddy Ferguson, which is actually my judo coach that I train with.
Very cool. Yeah, small world, man. It kind of goes round and round. And a lot of her fights, that first, that arm bar, man, she would mix it up, take him down, get the arm, lean back, game over.
Yeah, there are certain mixed martial artists that are specialists. They have just this one thing that they're absolutely phenomenal at. And Ronda Rousey was her judo throw. It was the same formula every time. She'd come in, get a hold of you, judo toss you in some way, whether it was a hip toss or some sort of a sotogari or something. And then she would drop that armbar. She is the queen of armbars, undisputed for sure. And, you know, sometimes you're just, you know the game plan, you know what's coming your way, but this person is just so good, you can't stop it. And that's Ronda Rousey.
Yeah. Did she ever make that comeback? Because where that documentary left off is she got beaten that last fight pretty severely and had like a 6-month period of no fights and just recuperating. I don't remember what happened with her career. Have you followed it?
Yeah, so I mean, she did take a loss, and to be honest, there was a lot more going on in her, and I'm sure in the documentary it touched on that. I know her books have. There was a lot more going on in her life. She was a little overwhelmed with the star. I mean, can you imagine being the #1 female on the planet as far as athletics go at the time?
Yeah, and branding and everything.
That's a lot of pressure, and it's hard to concentrate on just being a fighter at that point.
Yeah.
But, you know, so actually, interestingly enough, she made the transition over to the WWE. So she's a professional women's wrestler now.
Perfect.
And I'm sure she is still killing it, making some crazy money and still going to be making movies and stuff. So, you know, bless her for what she's done for women in general, but women in sports. I mean, she brought a new level of respect to what a female athlete, you know, is.
Yeah. Yeah, that's super cool. All right, that's Alex LIma, Black Belt Fitness and Martial Arts. He's got his virtual training, online training right now, and check out the Beard Struggle as well. He's a brand ambassador for that company as well. And coming up, we're going to talk with Fred DeFelice. Now, there's a lot of things going on in your water that you don't know about, and Fred's going to be able to go through those different issues, the different things that you have in the water, the chloramines, you know, so many things, pharmaceutical drugs in the water. We're going to talk about water quality right here in Tampa Bay and what you can do about it right here on the Consumer Quarterback Show with Fred DeFelice. Also, feel-good story of the day. Woman marries the man who saved her life during the Las Vegas shooting. So stay with us right here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Check out consumerqb.com.
All right, this week we're going to talk about something exciting as usual.
We always have something exciting.
Yes, we do.
At least it's exciting to us.
But this is a question that comes up.
TV, hey, it is Friday night. We're not here. Yes, we pre-recorded once again because WeBeam TV is working over in Tampa with Dancing with the Stars.
62 who knew. I almost said Professional Mortgage Alliance Joe's Bar and Grill, but actually it's our 39th week. 62 who knew.
We're at the wonderful steampunk event at the Verizon Event Center here in 2019. I think it's still August, right? Yeah. Woo! Can't remember now. Ask me about
Yes. To be able to help businesses to do that part of it. But it's just been a couple of years.
Well, and I've taken the business card files from our business cards and made
Entrepreneurs and professionals of Tampa Bay. Welcome to your hour for getting the information, the tools, and the connections
Ian
for
Beckles on Radio Influence.
Or you say left hand white, and then they catch the left hand white. What it does, it helps you quick with hand-eye coordination. Yeah.
Well, that's kind
As your super connector, we want to introduce you to our 50+ show partners. We got over 80 categories of expert contributor advice here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, and we want to.
That's where we disagree, but that's okay.
I said nonviolent.
That's okay.
Because, you know, we're one of the only states that don't give them back the right. Got Jamie Limbaugh. He is from the Next Step Image. I love that name because you were telling me earlier.
For the type of republic we actually are is actually very correct. Yet politicians and regular people use these words interchangeably, even though technically they are very different.
If you're an overdoer, overachiever, people pleaser, we tend to neglect ourselves. And even as Sisters Connected here, you know, with Women Unscripted, I know
And we're back. Brandon Rhymes here. I'm your host of the Consumer Quarterback Show, powered by the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty, helping you win in your real estate deals, buying, selling, or investing. We also can make cash offers, so instant offers. You've heard about the iBuyer programs. A lot of those national companies have shut down because they're backed by hedge funds, and we're still making them. We're still making cash offers here with Keller Williams Realty. So if you need a fast cash closing, reach out. We'd love to talk to you. 813-670-7372. 813-670-7372. Check out consumerqb.com for our radio and TV show information, consumerqb.com. Also, Platinum MVP Team. .kw.com. You'll find our real estate deals there as well. This segment is brought to you by Replenish IV Solutions, the science of nutritional balance. What a great time to boost your immune system by getting a vitamin infusion drip directly into your bloodstream. Reach out to Stephen and Lisa Gunnan, Replenish IV Solutions, the science of nutritional balance. Talking about vitamins, minerals, electrolytes, and other good things directly injected into your system. The Myers cocktail is the most famous cocktail that you probably heard of as well, Dr. Myers. Reach out to Stephen and Lisa Gunnan. Let them know the Real Estate Quarterback sent you. All right, a couple of hot listings here. 8325 West Hillsborough Avenue. This is a office building, a freestanding office building that the owner is super motivated. It's about a $450,000 purchase here. 8325 West Hillsborough Avenue in Tampa, Florida. The property has a beautiful conference room, got a kitchen, and several office spaces. It would be perfect for a doctor's office, dentist office, roofing company, any type of business that has that need for that space. 8325 West Hillsborough Avenue. You also have signage out by the main road, which is Hillsborough, with 40 to 50,000 cars going by it daily in a normal economy. Of course, not right now with the COVID. The traffic count's probably down a little bit, but it's right there in that town and country area at 8325 West Hillsborough Avenue in Tampa. Owner is motivated. And we also have a lot of vacant land available here in Tampa Bay. Got a development opportunity on Peaceful Lane up in Land O'Lakes in Peaceful Lane. Now, this is on Bell Lake. It's 4214 Peaceful Lane in Land O'Lakes on Bell Lake, which is another ski lake that we have listings. We've got multiple lots available on this lake, Bell Lake in Land O'Lakes. And attention builders, developers, right here you've got 8 lots, 5 of which are right on the waterfront, and it's going to be a beautiful residential development at some point. Check out 4214 Peaceful Lane in Land O'Lakes, and check out all of our listings at PlatinumMVPTeam.com. PlatinumMVPTeam.com. All right, now we're going to talk to Fred DeFelice here in studio, waterscience.us. And when you think about the water supply, the water flow that we have here, Fred, there's a lot of challenges that we see in that space.
Absolutely. Water being what it is, where we get it from, most of the water in Tampa Bay comes right from the Hillsborough River. So you can imagine what's in that river already.
Right.
So as they're putting it through our pipes, they have to add chlorine, chloramine. Chloramine, by the way, is ammonia and chlorine mixed. Most people aren't aware of that. So just briefly, the difference between chloramine and chlorine, your little refrigerator filter will take out chlorine. It will not take out the ammonia part of chloramine. So you can imagine what that's doing. You think you're drinking safe, but you're really not. So today I really want to talk about the importance of healthy water, having clean, healthy water in your home for consumption. The doctors I work with are telling us all the time that when you have contaminants in your water, toxins, they actually build up in your system, and that affects your immune system as well. So totally important. Many people have water softeners in their home, and they believe that that's a water purification system. It is not. A water softener will take out minerals, which make scale in your home, but at the same time, you're removing the good, healthy part of that water. So our system is designed to basically purify the water in your home, leaving in all the good minerals and dealing with scale that mineral water will create in your home. And at this point, we're really doing our part to help people with the situation that's going on today, right? With the virus, and just being stymied by everything that's going on. So right now we're offering our systems at dealer cost. And with that, we're also doing free installation. We are the manufacturers of these systems. I have my sons in the business with me, so we do that ourselves. We're not bringing in strangers. Additional to that, we're doing the work where we're not really having to associate with you, because most of the systems are either outside or in the garage, and we don't need to deal with you hand to hand. So you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, when you think about our daily lives and the different impacts we have with, everything from the food supply, there's been a lot of studies about, are the vitamins and nutrients still in our food? And then Fred's talking about the water supply and a lot of the contaminants that are in the water. And then you have an immune system in the body that's created to be able to fight off disease, virus, these other, attacks on our body. And now, with the virus that's coming, out of China, the Wuhan, it's the COVID-19, what a perfect storm. We have less vitamins and nutrients in our food. A lot of people are eating the fast food, the easy to grab, quick food anyways, that doesn't have the nutrients. They're not eating, from the rainbow, so to speak. You're supposed to have, a certain amount of greens, the red cabbages, eating from the rainbow, if you've heard of that. But now when you complicate that with water supply and then the misconceptions of, oh, well, I've got a water softener. Well, the water softener, as you mentioned, is just pulling the scale out so it doesn't scale up on your walls and your windows and your showers. So the ability for Fred to come in, he's offering discounted pricing right now, dealer specials. Talk a little bit about that, Fred.
Yeah, basically we also have financing, and with our deal today, or till the end of May 15th, actually, you can finance these systems for $19 a month. Oh. So I know you're spending more than that on bottled water, right?
$19 a month. The bottled water challenge is something you've talked about as well. So,
yep.
A healthy home starts with healthy water. And think about the impact of that, of your, your nutrients in your body, less visits to the doctor, less sick time off, less, those types of scenarios. The kids are going to be healthy. The baths, even your baths and your showers, that you're absorbing water through your skin when you are, bathing. It's a large organ on the body. The number one organ is the skin. So it's an overall health effect. We're talking with Fred DeFelice. Waterscience.us is his website, waterscience.us. And of course, if you text our hotline, we'll put you in direct touch with Fred. You can simply text the word water if you'd like to 813-670-7372. We'll make it easy for you and put you in direct contact with Fred. And again, it's another one of our expert contributors here where I can tell you from firsthand experience, we work with Fred. We have the system on. We've got the outside system, but then also on the faucet where we get a lot of our drinking water or coffee, anything that we're going to make utilize water for. I even use it for our dogs, giving our dogs the clean water. So yeah, talk about the system itself, Fred. It's a unique system that you have.
Yeah, our under sink unit is designed to remove all the contaminants, including fluoride, and in the end process, it makes the water alkaline as well. And alkalinity, the thing people do, they're buying bottled water, which is mostly reverse osmosis, very, very acidic. They're drinking Coca-Cola and they're drinking all the soft drinks. They're just putting acid in their body continually. So if you can combat that with having some good alkaline water, that's a big help. Gotta be.
It's loaded with sugar. A lot of even Gatorade. People say, "Oh, well, I drink Gatorades. I'm somewhat healthy." If you look at the nutrition facts, it's loaded with sugar. A lot of the sports drinks, a lot of those. Even some people say, "Well, I drink a lot of grape juice or orange juice." It's a lot of sugar in there. You got to be careful. So you want to offset that with water. And if you have clean, pure water that's purified through his system, and without giving away the details, Fred, it's something to do with coconut husk, right?
Yeah, our whole house system starts out with coconut shell carbon. That's catalytic carbon, and that's the one that was tested for removal of chloramine. And then the second stage of that is the system that deals with the scaling, so you're not having that problem. A lot of new homes today have the tankless water heater. It's a must. You need to have our system just for that alone, if nothing else.
Yeah, absolutely. I love it. So Fred DeFelice, again, another a perfect example of one of our expert contributors and how this show is designed. The show is designed to be a consumer advocate program. Not many people are talking about the water supply, the pharmaceuticals in the water. They're not talking about these scenarios that play out in real life and the immunity, especially now with the immunity, being able to build your immune system through safe water, and not to mention the cost, less than $1 a day per month. $19 a month, you can have this system installed, and you'll be able to pay that off very quickly as well, or over time, however you want to do it. Yeah. There's no prepayment penalty on that. Waterscience.us. I highly recommend you take control of not only your financial future. We talk a lot about on this show your fiscal responsibility, your fiscal health, but we're talking about your physical health, your physical body. You know, the only body that we have to get us through this journey that we call life here. So we fully trust Fred DeFelice. Waterscience.us. Reach out. Let him, put one of these systems on, and he'll come down and he'll sit down with you and have a consultation right there in your home or living room. You can do it via Zoom for the time being, as well as we're being the safer at home type, government mandates that we have on us. So stay with us right here. When we come back, we're going to jump into our lightning round. We're going to bring Michael Riker back on and talk about different systems that he's utilizing. LIma, Blackbelt Fitness, as well as more from Fred DeFelice, Waterscience.us. Plus, we have our feel-good story about that. We all remember that Las Vegas shooting. Well, something good came from that. We got a couple that got married from it. Woman marries the man who saved her life during the Las Vegas shooting. Stay with us right here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com. And we're back. Brandon Rhymes here. I'm your host of the Consumer Quarterback Show. We want to help you win in 80 different categories of life. And we talk a lot about that financial wheel, the business wheel, your health wheel, all those spokes extending out from the center, representing the expert contributors that we have here. We've developed the show over the last 7 years. And, we've got technology experts, self-defense experts, so many ways that we can help you here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. So it's up to you to reach out. We'd love to hear from you, our listening audience, our listening family, radio family out there, 813-670-7372. And this segment is brought to you by Brothers Easy Moving, the official moving partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show. Reach out to Brothers Easy Moving, whether you're planning a local or long distance move. They are the trusted source here in Tampa Bay, and they actually moved my family to our new lake home, and we greatly appreciate it. They did a great job on that day. And moving day is a stressful time, can be a stressful time, but Brothers Easy Moving, they showed up with overwhelming force, and we were able to knock out this move. It was an all-day move, but it was, it was worth it, and it was done. We got it done. Brothers Easy Moving, the official moving partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show. All right, a couple of hot listings for this segment. I got 260 Lyndhurst Street in Dunedin. This is a gorgeous home. This is right next to the Fenway Hotel, so you can literally walk across the street, have dinner, have drinks, enjoy the beautiful sunsets right there over the intercoastal waterways at Dunedin, Florida. Great location, steps to the Fenway Hotel, and you are in a beautiful property right here in Tampa Bay, close proximity to downtown Dunedin, one of the most desirable areas in all of Tampa Bay. 260 Lyndhurst Street in Dunedin, Florida. And we also have property available here in Tampa Bay. Some of our vacant land is still available as well at 0 Alternate 19, aka 516 Alt 19 in Palm Harbor. This is a lot available to be built on. 40,000 cars a day driving by, $40,000 worth of architectural plans and renderings that are included with the price, and the owner's motivated. We just reduced the price again. It's down around $190,000 for this vacant lot. 0 Alt 19 Palm Harbor. Rates are low. You can finance this land with between 20 to 30% down most of the time. So you're looking at the financing on down payment for vacant land. So reach out to our team. We've got a great team in place that would help you with financing. Of course, we talk to Diane Vance a lot with the financing side of our deals. Check out platinummvpteam.kw.com. All right, we're back here in studio. We are going to our lightning round here. We're going to start that lightning round off with Michael Riker. He's the head of enterprise sales, Oggvo. Michael, give us some top tips, parting words of wisdom, sir.
One of the things I touched on earlier with one of the segments we are doing is don't make the mistake of doing nothing right now. Don't put your business on pause. Make the adjustments that are necessary to be able to still thrive and come out of this on top.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's important not to pull all your marketing budgets, not to just completely disappear, and because there's only a certain amount you can do with the organic, the posting. But yeah, making sure that you're looking at your ad dollar, you're building your audience, focusing more. The Tony Robbins podcast I was listening to, he said, focus more on building the audience rather than going for the revenue, direct sale for revenue right now. Build that audience. The time will come for the sales, and it will pay off. So I like that. That's good stuff. All right, let's go to Alex LIMA here. Black belt fitness, martial arts, top tips, nuggets of advice.
So, obviously right now we're living in some crazy times, but we all need our stress to be released. We need a stress outlet. Training is always going to be healthy. You will never regret a health and fitness program, whether you train with me or not. Do something, be active to the best of your ability. I offer the online training right now. You can reach out to me at blackbelt_jitsu on Instagram and my other social media accounts. And also a little side note, to celebrate my relationship with the Beard Struggle, I'm going to be doing a giveaway of the Beard Struggle Night Elixir. This is a high quality product for all my gentlemen out there. You want to give it a shot, follow my social media accounts, especially on Instagram. I will be doing that Friday, announcing how you can win that. I'm also going to be giving away a pair of boxing gloves. And if you use the code BLACKBELT15 at the Beard Struggle, you get 15% off all the products on the line anyways. So
very cool. Nice offer. All right, Fred DeFelice, waterscience.us. Top tips.
Yeah. Well, right now, we can avoid coming to your home. Simple telephone conversation I can ask you a few questions, maybe have you take a photo of where your main water line comes in, and we can tell you exactly what system is going to be right for your home. I have people now calling me. They know they're going to get this stimulus check money, and that's more than enough to pay for this now. Now's a good time to upgrade to something like that. So we're happy to help you, and we're going to continue this offer until May 15th. So take advantage of me now while you can.
Yeah, waterscience.us. And the microplastics is another area that is huge. We were talking a little bit about that with, you know, the amount of runoff from the rubber, the tires meeting the pavement, the runoff. It's got to go somewhere. It's going into the drains. It's going into the Hillsborough River. It's going into, you know, whatever river you live by. It's going into that river. And the microplastics are a big thing as well in the water system, especially when you see those bottles of water that are stored in the direct sunlight. You know, that sunlight's going through. Microplastics are being released. Fred, can you elaborate? Have you seen studies specifically, you know, any studies that come to mind on how, you know, either raising the temperature of the plastics being stored in the water or even freezing? You know, sometimes people freeze that bottle of water. I would think that that's got to have some kind of impact.
Yeah, it works both ways. A lot of people, and I've done it in the past myself, you put a bottle in the freezer so you could take it with you, right? And then it's in the car, and then the temperature changes and everything else. Listen, never buy another bag of salt or bottled water again. We'll give you the glass bottles that you can use over and over, so you don't have to be worried about that.
Yeah, that's awesome. Waterscience.us. And I would say, you know, for the lightning round here is to, you know, the power of focus and marketing and, you know, taking this time and using it wisely, because we have a lot of extra time. This is a time that you can really utilize to, you know, upgrade a lot of your profiles online. You can look at this time as a opportunity to work on your business rather than in your business. So there's a lot of strategic opportunity as well. One of the things I've been doing in some of my downtime is just doing Zooms, Facebook Lives through B.Live, you know, doing some extra Facebook Lives, having a presence, making sure you're still out there. More and more people are sitting at home, they're bored, they're looking at their phones, they're looking at Instagram and Facebook. And if you can be in front of them, it's another opportunity for you to potentially build your audience, grow that audience base for when the market does come back. You know, whatever market you're in, you're going to be in a position to win at that point. All right, let's do another round here. Michael Riker, head of enterprise sales, Oggvo.
Yeah, one thing that we are offering for business owners right now during this trying time is help on being able to get the ball rolling with the things that we've been talking about today. So we have stimulus package pricing that we have in place until next month, where we're actually offering 3 months for free on our 12-month agreement that we offer. So that'll be able to help you with jump-starting the things that you need to be able to have in your business now and make these adjustments so you can stay top of mind and get reviews and organic rankings and new referrals from your clients that don't know who you are.
That's right. Check out oggvo.com, oggvo.com. And let's jump into our feel-good story of the day. Every day we're going to tell you something positive in our feel-good story. So this is the woman who marries the man who saved her life during the Las Vegas shooting, that horrible Las Vegas shooting that happened. A woman who was at the Route 91 Harvest Festival in Las Vegas has married the man who saved her life on that terrifying night. Chantel Mellison and Austin Monfort, just hours before the mass shooting. This picture was taken with lots of meaning behind it. They were strangers and decided we needed a picture. Less than an hour later, we're in a mass shooting. And I'm so blessed that Austin walked into my life when he did. Mellison wrote on Instagram, everyone ran in different directions, but Austin stayed with me and we ran together. We ran across the entire festival grounds, Mellison said. Austin never left my side that night. He's my hero. He kept me calm. He took my hand and told me when we were running safely while the bullets were raining down. The couple escaped unharmed, parted ways the next day, and Monfort flying home to Canada, Mellison back to California, and they FaceTimed each other every day and fell in love, and he was the only person I wanted to talk to. I just felt so right and so safe. Monfort proposed 18 months later, and the couple legally married in November, planning a big wedding in Las Vegas. So cool story, something positive that came out of that shooting that happened in Las Vegas. So back here in studio, let's go to Alex. Alex, any other words of wisdom for our listening audience?
Yeah, just once again, guys, you know, obviously we're living in crazy times right now. What I would like to see is more kindness and love from people instead of everybody fighting over toilet paper and treating each other as if they have some sort of leprosy or something. let's all be kind to each other. Let's spread some more love and peace in this world, because there's enough negativity to begin with. And with trying times, the stress is high. There's a lot of stuff going on, but people can be kind to each other, and that makes a tremendous difference.
Yeah, especially even online. There's ways to drop positive comments into people's Facebook post or Instagram post. Be kind online. Parting words, Fred DeFelice.
Yeah, well, I second that emotion, Alex. Really. All I would ask is our viewers and listeners, just check out my website, waterscience.us. I state right there, right up front, how we're being so careful about protecting you and people in general. And you can look at the systems right there. They're very easy to navigate. I have some information on there that you can really take your time and look through it. And then anything else you need to know, just text me or email me, and I will send you information.
Yeah, and the real estate business is still rocking. We're deemed essential. We're still out there taking new listing appointments. We're doing a lot of virtual tours, virtual buyer consultations, talking about the needs of the buyer, what specifications, where do you want to buy, what price points, those types of things. A lot of that can be done over Zoom, so don't let that hold you back. Reach out. We'd love to talk to you, put you in touch with any of our expert contributors that we have with the Consumer Quarterback Show, and we appreciate those who do. We've had an uptick in calls lately, so we really appreciate all that have reached out and expressed interest in our rent versus own analysis, credit improvement, self-defense, water purification system, lots of ways that we can help you here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Please go out there and consider committing a random act of kindness, and we'll see you next time right here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Follow us online at Brandon Rhymes1 on Instagram and Twitter, Brandon Rhymes PA on Facebook, and also the Consumer Quarterback Show page out there as well. Hit the website up at consumerqb.com, and we'll see you next time. Check out consumerqb.com.
You've been listening to The Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes. Whether it's real estate, consumer, or financial advice, let Brandon call your next play. Contact Brandon Rhymes at 813-670-7372. That's 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com. And join us next time for The Consumer Quarterback Show.